All right, so I have the great opportunity to connect with or listen to some amazing people out here in the probate real estate world and professionals and folks that I consider mentors. Even if they don't know they're my mentor, I listen, watch, and try to learn and apply those principles that I see working in their life that resonate with me or that push me and challenge me to uh, to newer heights so that I can better serve the people around me. um, I am Courtney Rollins, and I am the probate or Durham County probate real estate expert. And so let's talk about what it means to be an expert because it may mean something different to you than it does to me. I recently heard the LA probate expert, Bill Gross, amazing human being, doing some awesome stuff. You need to go check out his channel, check out his work. He is an amazing guy. Probate Weekly, I believe, is the name of his YouTube channel, and he does amazing work out there. But he always explains to people expertise is a process, not a destination. There is not a magical course, seminar, book, certification, or training, or anything else that's going to turn you into an expert in probate real estate, or really anything else in life for that matter. And I know we live in a world of instant gratification where quick tutorials, Instagram posts, YouTube University, even podcasts like these can equip you and me with so much information, so much great knowledge. However, we must remember that knowledge itself by itself alone is not what's going to give you or bring you success or power. It is applied knowledge through practical application, that is, that of an executed and often well-defined plan that's going to lead to success and give you the ability to be considered an expert. This the process that is the success. Just like Earl Nightingale said, or the quote, success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or idea. So making sure that when I say or when I state that I am the probate expert in North Carolina, I am not saying that I know everything in probate, that I have this just finite knowledge that just captures everything when it comes to Durham, North Carolina, or probate real estate. I am saying that I am committed to and I am demonstrating that I am a lifelong learner in the practices and the procedures that allow for successful probate real estate transactions to take place in Durham, North Carolina. That I'm committed to continuous learning, committed to surrounding myself with amazing people who are pushing each other to grow professionally so that we can in turn provide tremendous value to the folks around us. That to me is what I mean by expertise. It is not a finite end destination. It is continuous. So and I have to shout out to Chad Corbett as well, who is the probate is the person or has the program and the course that I've learned so much about probate from. Chad Corbett's probate mastery course is an amazing course where he is presenting that that lifestyle or that framework for approaching probate real estate and people who are in probate, that you are constantly putting yourself as a person who is willing to seek to learn, to grow, and to apply that knowledge into the lives and to the situations that they encounter, that we encounter. So we often really, sometimes when we're learning this new course, and I must admit, I feel this way sometimes as well. We may feel when we're learning a new field or we're entering a new space and we're trying to gain mastery, we may feel like we're imposter, like that imposter syndrome, you know, that famous phrase or phenomenon that's spoke about a lot in the last several years called imposter syndrome, where you may feel like maybe I'm not really this, or maybe I'm what do people think of me if I say that I'm the expert in this field, or what if what if I feel exposed because I'm not as prepared or I don't know what's going on. That's what leads to anxiety, right? Anxiety or fear is often unknown, like you don't feel as prepared. But if you embrace that you are going to encounter things that you don't know, not only embrace it, but go seek and find those things that you don't know so that you can find the resources and gain the knowledge and apply the knowledge so that you're better, that you do understand, that you know, that allows you to assuage some of those anxieties that you have when it comes to being considering yourself an imposter. So when I'm in these masterminds, listening to the questions, the challenges, the problems, the successes that people are having, and I'm soaking them up and I'm going back out and applying them to the case studies, the real life experiences that I'm having when I'm speaking to people who are experiencing or going through probate. This gives me the confidence I know to that I am humbly approaching them with the resourcefulness to figure out how I can help them in their situation. And so, again, if someone else can do it, I know I can do it. I'm going back to Earl Nightingale because he's an amazing, like the OG of personal development and mindset. And he says, we come to a rather strange fact. We tend to minimize the things we can do, the goals we can achieve, and yet for an equally strange reason, we think others can do things that we cannot. I want you to know that this is not true. You have deep reservoirs of talent and ability within you, and you can have the things you want. What a beautiful quote. I almost read it in his deep, resonating voice. If you ever get the chance to listen to the recordings of Earl Nightingale, I definitely encourage you to do so. So, yes, we are magnificent beings. We are capable of transcending our present state. We are capable of, of learning, of growing, particularly when we have a burning desire that's connected to a definite or definiteness of purpose, as Napoleon Hill would state, and we plan out those a way to achieve those desires. It's amazing. So here are four steps that you can take to seek mastery and become a expert in probate real estate, recognizing that it is not an end, it's not a destination, but it is a process. All right. So 4 ways to become a probate real estate expert. Number one, again, seek education from practitioners. I know I was saying coaching, podcast, and one mastermind, those things aren't going to relegate you to be just an expert, but it's the continual pursuit of this. So making sure you surround yourself with amazing folks who understand probate real estate, get engaged, make yourself be known, ask questions as you continue to learn and grow, respond to people's questions and provide value in any way that you can so that you can continue to grow, continue to position yourself as an expert in that field. Number two, so important, visit your probate clerk's office, the clerk's court office. Go down there, get to know the names of the clerks, get to know the attorneys, the support staff, the folks that are coming in and out, anyone associated with the day-to-day activity. This is going to give you so much a reservoir of social currency and cloud, but it also will give you the chance to, while you're down there, to actually pull the data, the probate cases. I'm not sure where you're maybe getting your data from if you are pursuing probate real estate leads, but that's public record, public knowledge. And as you look through the data, look through the files, you'll start to understand the process even more. You'll start to see themes and problems and patterns that emerge and capitalize or notice those patterns. That's what Steve Jobs says. Successful people understand patterns and can apply those patterns to practical things in life to make life easier. And yeah, so this gives you the opportunity to find those frequent issues that emerge and find out solutions to those issues. So when they do come up in situations that you're involved in, again, you have the expertise and the experience to help navigate those issues. Review your state's probate laws. Now, the probate handbook, law handbooks in general are pretty expensive. The one in North Carolina is about, going to cost you about about $900, and it's worth it. It demonstrates that you're committed to learning, you're up to date on the information, and you can read the sections that are specific to real estate and to probate to gain knowledge. But it means a lot when you can cite or go to the handbook, and that again shows your commitment to growth and to understanding. And then the other thing is embrace the process. Adaptive behavior of a lifelong learner. Success leaves clues, and this is what successful people do. They are constantly learning, constantly growing, constantly learning. They have coaches. They have the routines and habits that push them to constantly grow in the real estate world. You can also find parallel domains and related fields to connect with so that you can constantly be immersed in this space, such as senior living or elderly law or care or estate planning. These are spaces or places that are shoulder to shoulder with the probate real estate world and will give you a deeper understanding. But again, the overall theme is to embrace the behaviors of a lifelong learner. A learner that's actually going to apply what they actually learn. Another thing that I would say, this is a bonus, bing, 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 is that you can create communities where you're seeking to find people who are already experts in the probate real estate world. So, such as this podcast, particularly on Wednesdays when I interview folks. Those are folks in the estate profession and the probate profession, and I get to learn. I get to position myself as a thought expert alongside them as I get to showcase what they're doing. And not only do I get to gain the knowledge, but I also, like I said, position myself as a thought expert. So create the meetups, create the use Eventbrite and other apps and resources out there to gather people together on the subject. You don't have to be the subject expert to position yourself as a thought leader in that space. And I highly encourage you to do so. There's so many great resources out there that you can use to position yourself in this way. And it's awesome because you're adding value, showcasing the folks that you're placing up here and giving so much value to people out there, as I hope this podcast is doing for you all. I'm gaining so much, learning so much, having a blast, sharing as I continue to dig deeper into probate real estate, particularly in Durham County, North Carolina. Hey, if you're considering pursuing probate real estate as a niche for you to add value to people's lives, hey, reach out to me. Go to www.estateproservice.com and sign up for one of those free one-on-one conversations. We'd love to find out how perhaps we can be a part of each other's journey and each other's path. Is an awesome thing. I'd love for you to check out Life in Transitions Experts podcast on Facebook so that we can continue to grow and learn together, and that we can continue to push each other to new professional heights and reach all of our whys and all of our goals. Of course, if you are here because you're seeking support or help because you or someone in your family or someone you know is going through the probate process and need help anywhere across the nation, holler at me, hit me up, contact me. I can connect you with someone. I can connect you with someone because of the connection we have to a national registry of vetted real estate probate professionals. All right, folks, this is Courtney Rollins, the Life in Transitions Expert Podcast, signing off as I always do, saying rising tides. Oh, I also must say, remember, I am not a attorney or lawyer, just offering my advice or opinions by giving my opinions through my experience pursuing real estate. So I always throw that disclaimer out there for the good old public. And rising tides, folks, it lifts all sails. Peace.